welcome back to Angel's Crafts. I'm Audrey. This week I am doing the funky octopus, as you can see. He's a new mould. I do already have one of these, but he's a bit bigger and the skull area is a little deeper. But I'm using this one. This was supposed to be part of the January Blues collaboration that was run by Andy over at CC UK Resin. But life happens and I didn't manage to get it finished in time. So with that as a big hint, he's going to get done in blue. I'm using the Let's Resin Chameleon powders. I have 3 different shades of blue there, which I will show you on the screen in a moment, hopefully in a moment. Maybe. Oh no, just getting myself all prepped. Need to give my brush a clean so that I don't contaminate it. I will be using the Let's Resin kind of darker blue, the regular blue, and also the light blue, which is kind of a silvery blue. I'm going to try the just dropping it in technique so that I can sort of blend it all together, because I don't want any like harsh lines on it. For this one, I used these 3 colours in the head, the darker, starting at the top even. Starting at the top with the darker blue and working my way down to the ends of the tentacles with the light blue. So I'm just dabbing it in off the brush. I was at the time thinking just to, you know, dab some in different areas and then use the next colour round about that colour to just try and get a blend of colours, but I ended up starting at the top and working my way to the ends using the regular blue in the middle bit at the start of the tentacles and then the lighter blue at the ends. I'm going to just leave this to run and I'll let Ray play some music and I'll come back in a little bit, and I will, after putting the blues on, have it on fast forward a little bit so that I don't bore you too much.
Whispers of light in the velvet sky, soft wings of clouds as they drift by, a touch of grace unseen but near. The world grows quiet, 'cause no need to fear. The world grows quiet, 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 no a lullaby tune. Shadows dance beneath the gentle ruin. The halo's warmth, it lights the air. Every breath feels lighter there. Close your eyes, let it flow. Feel the pull, let it show. Heavenly angelic, you're the glow I see, floating through the silence where the stars don't speak. Heavenly angelic, you carry me away in your arms of light. I'll forever stay. Golden feathers falling slow, traces left where dreams will go. Lift me high.
This is me just blending in the colours, trying to make sure that they're all completely covered. I don't move it around as much as I should to make sure everything's covered, but I will get that later once I'm doing something else. I notice patches, but I put more blue in the bottom, light blue in the bottom even, and try to make sure that all the little tentacles and sucky cups, suction cups, that's the word I was looking for. Make sure that all the little suction cups are done. I will then move on to taking, I do then move on to the eyes, and I use some of the Tiny Turner pigments in them. I just wanted them to look a bit different. Giving it a good brush to make sure it's all, what's the word again? Burnished. To make sure it's all burnished in. I'm going to use a tiny bit of isopropyl alcohol on the end of I think it's a micro brush I use. Yeah, micro brush. There's, he's got nice clean eyes. I'm going to be using the craft resin 1:1 crystal clear, part A and B equal measurements for this pour. I'll just add some of it's the Deco Rum Black pigment paste, because at the time I couldn't find the Let's Resin White. Nope, the Let's Resin Black even. This is, as I say, it's measured on a 1:1 ratio, so for every 100 mils in the jug you have 100 mils part A and 100 mils of part B. Just in case there's people out there that have seen my videos but don't know everything about resin because they don't do it. It sounds a little condescending, doesn't it? Does it? Nah. No. Does it? I hope not. I really don't want that. But yeah, it's 100 grams of, but I'm not using 100 grams. I think I make up 2 ounces A part A and 2 ounces of part B. so that I have enough, because I don't know how much this resin mould takes, because as I says, it's smaller than the other one that I have. Not much smaller, but still smaller. Whoop, there we go, nearly knocked that over. That was good. Thankfully it wobbled and didn't fall down. As per usual, I am off screen. I really do have issues staying in shot. But I know a lot of us crafty YouTubers end up going off screen at some point. But this is me mixing the second part, and I will get it mixed up. And when you're mixing your resin, giving it a good about 4, maybe 5 minutes of stirring, unless you're using a fast cure. You don't want to give it 5, maybe about 3-4 minutes of stirring until it looks nice and crystal clear. But when you're stirring, always make sure you are stirring your sides and scraping your bottom, even if you're using a mix machine, because a mix machine doesn't always get round the sides and sometimes doesn't quite reach the bottom. So always give it a good stir round about the sides and along the bottom, so that you don't have any unmixed resin. And there we go, there's Decor on Black. Just going to put a couple of little squeezes in this one, because of a few times when I've done it, squeeze just a little too much. Not that it makes any difference, but you don't need too much in it, because it does a pretty damn good job of colouring the resin. I'll give it a stir in, and the same when you're stirring in pigments, or if you're stirring in powders, give it a good stir and always scrape your bottom and your sides. Nope, my brain's completely gone. I know the word I was looking for, but it's not there. Scrape your sides and scrape your bottom, so that you get all that colour scraped in nicely. From here, oh dear, my hands and wrists are getting sore, and that's only doing that small bit. That's the joys of arthritis. It's not fun. But yeah, there's another good tip. Mine is scrape your stick, just to get any pigment off that isn't needed on your stick. And usually I'll go back in and give it another stir, just in case there's any unstirred on the stick, but it doesn't look like I am. I'm cleaning my stick though. Always clean your tools, so that they're all nice and ready for next time. I just use a small spray of 99% isopropyl alcohol and baby wipes. I am going to maybe try and invest in these big wipes that lots of people seem to be using, because apparently they're pretty good. I use the what is it? I can't remember what colour it is. I think it's... Nope, I know what it is, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I only used it in the last video doing the duck. That's not a swan, it's a duck. And I can't remember what it is. But there's me just noticed that I haven't dusted it properly, so I'm just going around giving it a little dab here and there to get it all dusted in. so that I have no missed undusted parts. Which is a good... Well, no, I said that the wrong way around. Which shows that it's a good idea when you are dusting to always move your mould round about so that you can see all the areas and all the sides. Because if you just do it for one side, you will miss bits. But because I was doing the eyes and I wanted the eyes closer to me, I spotted a couple of little bits that I'd missed. I'm going to be using the... Was it Arcane? Do I show it? Am I clever enough to remember to show it to the camera? Does not look like it. Nope, I didn't show it to the camera. But I do have to say I really do love the way this shines. It's one of my favourite colours, as well as the Poison from the Tiny Turner Chameleon powders. Once I've dusted in the powder round his eyes, to me at that point it didn't look like there was that much of a difference. But you actually can on the camera see that there is a bit of a difference. Oh look, I do show it. Can I see it? Yeah, of course I can't because it's upside down. Nope, I couldn't see that. Oh well. Aren't I clever? I'm a clever sausage. Anyway, I go back in again with the micro brush and I clean the little pupil bits right in the middle. And just leave them blank so that the black resin leaves little black tiny pupils in it. So you can see the little tiny black dots of these pupils. Once I've done that, I will move on to pouring the resin. Oh, for some reason today my mind just does not seem to want to compute. I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm trying to say, but it just... brain's not working. My brain never seems to work anymore. But I digress. Okay, so that's me. I've cleaned out the little black bits. Little pupil bits. So that when I pour the black resin you will see his little pupils. And I don't know if it shows when I demold it, the little black pupil bits, but I will put on some more music for now and I will be back in a couple of moments and enjoy some tunes.
Like the sun's embrace, silver whispers in the moonlit space, emerald flames that dance and sway, a prism breath, it melts the grey. Dragon resin, it glows, it gleams, painted by angels in endless dreams, shifting hues, a life untamed, every shade a world renamed. Sapphire rivers that never sleep, amethyst skies, a twilight hue, the spectrum bends the old and new. What if light could sing, could roar, Dragon resin, it glows, it gleams, painted by angels in endless dreams. Shifting hues, a life untamed, every shade a world renamed. A world renamed. A world renamed. What if light could sing, could roar? A kaleidoscope heart forevermore. Angels craft their secret art, colors born to heal, to start.
Welcome back again. As you can see, I used my G3 to cure this. I still am not 100% sure on the best temperatures to use, but the 40 degrees seem to have worked pretty well. And this is a long, slow boring bit. Hope you stick around to the end though. But I take my time demoulding this. It's not soft. It's got a little tiny bit of movement in it. But I want to try and demould it all before. Loosen it all even before I demould. Brain's still not working. I then will lift it to reveal it. So I'm not going to turn it over, demould it and then flip it over so you can see it. I decided just to pull it all up while it was lying there. But as you can see, I'm being real careful not to bend it. Not that it's very bendy at all. As I says, it's only got a very slight bendiness to it. It was done for the 3 hours at 40 degrees Celsius, and from what I know, you can change the temperature to Fahrenheit. I think. I can't remember now. But I don't know what 40 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit. I couldn't tell you. The mould was really simple and easy to loosen up. I was just being very slow, very tentative with it. I don't know why I was that slow and gentle with it. As I said, it's not as if though it was super soft. But we're nearly there. Hopefully. We're nearly there. And there he is. I don't know if it shows on camera, the little black pupil bits in his eyes, but I can just about see them. And the Tiny Turner Chameleon really does pop a little bit, especially against the top darker blue. And as most resin artists you will see, when I put it down, I rub his head, and then I'll go around boringly inspecting all these little suction cups to see if I get any bubbles in them. And to you it just looks like I'm feeling them up. Try that again. It looks like I'm just feeling them up, but I'm not. I'm just checking all the little tentacles to see if I got all of them with the resin properly. I think I ended up with maybe 2 that didn't quite circle properly. There you go. That was me just stroking his little head. People must think I'm weird. stroking my resin. If you're watching this and you're a resin artist and you do all this head stroking and whatnot, leave a comment down below and let me know. But as we are nearing the end of the video, thank you very, very much for sticking around this long. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I will leave glamour shots at the end. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It doesn't cost you anything. Bye for now. Bye, everybody.